Yo, what's up guys? It's Digital Dan, and in this video I want to talk about the pros and cons of being a digital nomad. And if you guys don't know, I'm here in Medellin, Colombia. I'm right here on my balcony. The weather is absolutely amazing. And I actually got a message from one of my friends, and he asked me, he was like, hey man, what do you like about like being out here? And I decided, I sent him a message, but I thought that this was an interesting topic, so I kind of want to make this video for you guys so I could give my experience of like being a digital nomad. What's the pros and what's the cons, okay? So let's first talk about the cons. So before I even came out here to Colombia, or any time that I would travel to a different country, I felt like the biggest thing or the biggest concern is going to be your safety, right? So I started doing some research. I went on YouTube, I went on TikTok, and I started to see a lot of videos of people being scoped. If you guys don't know what scope means, it means people put this drug into like your drink. It's called scopamine, and it's kind of like, well, they say it's popular over here in Colombia. I've never experienced that. I've been here multiple times, but it is an issue, right? Another thing is that people do get robbed out here, and like you get concerned of that. You're like, okay, I don't want to get robbed. How safe is it? But so that's the first thing, right? Is safety. But I want to be like the devil's advocate. For me being here in Colombia, I've never experienced anything like, I never got robbed, and I've been in some of the areas that are very sketchy. I've never got scoped, and what I think is, I personally believe that if you have common sense and if you just have like real world, like I guess like street smarts, like just being, I don't even call it, I wouldn't even call it street smarts. I would just call it being aware. If you're just aware of your surroundings and you're just kind of like peeping around and making sure that you're not just walking around on your phone, you're not an easy target. Out here in Colombia, what they say is papaya. You don't want to be a papaya. I don't know why, but it's just like one of the things they say. So you just don't want to be like walking around oblivious. And I feel like if you just have common sense, and if you are aware, like, and you're not dumb, you're not, that's not going to happen to you. Make sure, the first thing that I always say is make sure wherever you're going, that you pick somewhere that's safe, and you do your research before you go. And like where I'm at, 100% safe. I go run in over here. Obviously I'm not going to be like, okay, it's safe, and let my guard down. No, I'm still keeping my guard up. I'm still paying attention, the same way that I would do if I was in the United States. There's no difference. When I'm in LA, right? LA is not the safest place to be at. It's downtown LA, or there's some sketchy areas in LA as well. And I like the same way. I still keep my head on a swivel. I still look around. So that's the first thing that I would say. So the cons is safety, right? Because you come into a new country, you don't really know what's going on. So safety is a big deal. Number two is moving around. To have this lifestyle, you have to be able to be on the go, right? So you're almost living off your suitcase, and which can be kind of annoying. Back when I was like in United States, I'll have like all my clothes, and kind of sucks that out here you have to go, you can't spend a lot of money on clothes, or you can't carry a lot of things with you because you already know that you're going to be moving and you're not going to be in one location for long periods of time. This lifestyle right here, you're going to have to have, or you're going to have to adopt a minimalistic like way of living. So you really only like travel with your essentials, right? So you only, like, I only packed a couple of t-shirts, I only packed a couple of pants. I got like 2 pair of jeans, only brought like 2 pair of jeans, 2 shoes. So very minimalistic. And I feel like that was probably like something that would stop a lot of people from coming and having this lifestyle, because I'm not gonna lie, when I packed up and moved all my stuff, it was kind of hard to get rid of like the things that I had. And so that's why I would like recommend, if you want to come out here, then you're gonna have to adopt that minimalistic lifestyle. So you're gonna have to live with just small amounts of things, right? You're gonna have to not have a lot of clothes, or a lot of you can't bring all the stuff that you want to bring. The second thing that I want to talk about is the language barrier. Now, to me, this isn't an issue because my mom's actually Colombian and my dad's Mexican, so I can speak fairly well Spanish. I'm not the best at Spanish, but I can speak it fairly well. I can do enough where I can walk around. I can do enough where I can communicate. And so, but if you don't, because I've been in different countries where I don't speak the language, and I'm not gonna lie, that can suck. It's like, it's a big issue. So I would highly recommend, if you are traveling somewhere, like to know the language. So pick up Duolingo, pick up Italki, and make sure that you at least know the basics. But now let's go ahead and talk about the pros. Now the pros, obviously I'm here in Colombia, and one of the pros over here is that your dollar, if you make USD, it stretches over here, automatically doubles, which is nice. So if like you're making, let's say $100,000 a year, boom, instantly your purchasing power turns to 200,000, which is fucking sweet, man. It's like just being able to move somewhere and you just double your income. Like that's like a life hack, right? So that's awesome. Or when you go to the grocery stores and you're like, oh, okay, like I'm buying all these groceries in the States, I'll guess like the amount. I'll be like, okay, this is probably gonna be like $300, and I'm typically right. And then but when you go out here in Colombia, and then like I'm like, okay, like in the States this would be 300, I wonder how much it is, and it's only like $100. That's pretty sweet as well. Another thing that I love too is that you just immerse yourself in the culture. So like, for example, my Spanish isn't the best, but being out here, like, you dramatically increase your my Spanish dramatically increases. You get corrected. Just, it's like you either learn the language, or like, and you're gonna learn it being out here, just because you're constantly speaking it, the music, the culture. And of course there's a bunch of culture over here, which I absolutely love. It's different. It's different than America, of course, and which I like. I personally like this culture, not just because that well, my parents are from here. It's just, it's nice. And like, another thing is, like, being here in Colombia, the weather is so sweet. I mean, I'm from LA, so we get good weather all the time, but being somewhere where like the weather is cool, and like you're not paying as much, like these are the things that made it worthwhile for me, and made it, I was thinking like, okay, this is a cool decision. So that's my take on the pros and cons. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, and make sure to check out my links. I have a community where it's a bunch of like-minded individuals, where we travel, we make money. So if you guys want to join that community, click the link that's in the description, and follow me on my social medias. And if you guys like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's gonna be it, guys. Peace.